We are only a few months into 2025, and things are already so crazy that it is easily one of the wildest years of the decade, potentially even passing 2020, which says a lot. 4 months into the year, so much has already happened, and every day some crazy things reach the news worldwide. Today, I want to look at some of the craziest things that happened this year and give a quick rundown about them. Elon Musk is easily one of the hottest topics this year, and other than being the richest known person on the planet, he is officially a part of the government this year, a part of Doge, or the Department of Government Efficiency. This in itself is wild to think about, but easily one of the craziest moments was back in January during a speech celebrating Trump's second victory. Musk seemingly made a very familiar salute in front of millions of viewers worldwide, which was instantly very controversial. Elon Musk was accused of being a Nazi, of course, and it was easily one of the first and biggest controversial parts of the entire year so far. Of course, this didn't go too far at least, as this gesture wasn't intended to be this salute, but rather a heartfelt moment from Elon Musk's side. But there definitely could have been much better ways of doing this. Things didn't stop there for Elon Musk this year. People all around America started to hate this businessman and now political figure so much that they started to target his businesses outside of the government, most notably Tesla. Now, other than stocks dropping for his company, individual anarchists, terrorists, or whatever they are seen as these days, are targeting not only Elon Musk, but any Tesla owner in America. A website called DogeQuest has been developed, mapping all Tesla owners and encouraging people to attack and demolish these cars as much as possible. This is simply absurd and honestly quite dystopian that things like this is actually happening in the first place. A few months ago, Instagram faced one of its darkest days yet, and viewers from all around the world reported that there was an unusual amount of explicit content on their feeds for this one day, specifically violence and gore related videos. Instagram, of course, apologized for this so-called error, but many theorists said that this was somehow a planned thing, or that moderators intentionally let this happen to show the world what they have to watch and moderate every day, now that AI moderation is pushed back to human eyes in recent months. But of course, this is only speculation, and maybe we hear more about this later in the year. Now, of course, we have to look at some American related news again, as this is somehow always a hot topic this year. Vice President JD Vance and a whole group of US politicians accidentally leaked war plans on a group chat a few weeks ago. Now this story gets crazy when we realize that they added Jeffrey Goldberg from The Atlantic onto this group chat. Initially, he thought this was some kind of joke, but the said war plans or attacks actually happened at their stipulated times. After this information was addressed by Goldberg, Vance and the United States denied all allegations, despite actual messages and information already being leaked. This is easily one of the craziest cases of negligence we can see this year, but hey, the year is still early, so we never know. Now, probably the biggest news in the pop culture industry this year is Rachel Zegler and the brand new Snow White live-action movie. Now, this isn't as important to the majority of the world, but definitely has Disney quite worked up, and the failure of this movie is completely pinned to Rachel Zegler. This is because she has been increasingly vocal about politics and her standpoints online, when Disney strictly prohibits this in most cases, as it can ruin their reputation in some ways, as well as the projects the actors are associated with. Rachel Zegler found fame in West Side Story and was soon cast in massive movies such as Shazam and The Hunger Games, but Snow White was supposed to be her true big break. However, she already thought she had won and became an A-list actor, and that she was untouchable by the world. But to her surprise, Snow White was cut from movie theaters and nobody wanted to support her work anymore, due to her bad character and statements about politics and the movie itself. And then of course, Snow White just not living up to what it should be. Despite being a movie that put Disney on the market in its earliest years, this live-action adaptation is one of the biggest losses for the company in modern years. But now, let me know what other crazy events stood out to you this year, and then I will see you in the next video. God bless you, and cheers.